see his strife. I'll tell them, look into their eyes, listen to their cries, voices speak demise. Tear down these walls. Well, this can't go on forever. Something's gotta give. Burn down and relearn. Well, we won't be here forever. Something's gotta change right now. Right now. Right now. Right. How can we exist in a constant state of crisis? Society in conflict. Only ignorance betrays a weakness. Too much pride to admit there's a sickness. Vacant emotions, like walking corpses. Look into their eyes, listen to their cries. Voices speak demise. Tear down these walls. Well, this can't go on forever. Something's gotta give. Burn down and relearn. Well, we won't be here forever. Something's gotta change right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. If we all take a second and listen, voice of reason is how we can end this. We can't waste a minute. It needs to happen now. Drop your weapons and all your defenses. Drop your pride, get the point that we're missing. We can't waste a minute. It needs to happen now. It needs to happen now. Tear down these walls. Well, this can't go on forever. Something's gotta give. Burn down and relearn. Well, we won't be here forever. Something's gotta change right now. Right now. Right now. Right now.
That's it, I'll shut the show off.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit about that part, did he? He didn't cherry pick around that shit.
Wait, people are watching your video now? I hope she broke up because the last part of Kirby was so bad.
At least we don't have to kill ourselves today.
To copyright claim it.
See, I changed the intro and he still bitches about it. Like just and it's like Jesus, you can't
Frank,
please
what
him.
else do you think a bitch is gonna do but bitch? I mean, come on.
Fuck.
Hey, only for you, Boo.
I love how they're ragging on Billy about it, and I'm sitting here going, yeah, fuck that intro too.
Because Billy's the most outspoken about it because he was like, and you're just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit, really.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the song or anything, but the intro itself, I think the work is good.
The intro is good.
Oh yeah, the intro is amazing.
Yeah, I got to figure out just a new. Maybe I can put this over it. I don't know, but hey guys, we're live. How's everybody doing today? So we have a new guest with us today. Her name is Phoenix.
Black people do coke.
There you go, perfect.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're
was
going
none of us, by the way.
No. Phoenix, describe a little bit what you do, your channel, because that really threw me off. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm basically, I don't know if I have like a designated title like on the internet really, but I do like Periscope streams and then eventually I upload those to YouTube. So does that make me a YouTuber? Because if it does, that's pretty cool. And then my other online activities include bullying people on Twitter and screaming at people on Twitter. But like by actual profession, I am a virologist. So.
I think we first met on Pitmonks, and we were talking about like COVID. And someone brought up the beard thing, like if people should shave the beards, and you're like, no, not really. So, right then and there, you have my vote. But a part of me wanted to, because I wanted to go up to tell Billy that he needs to shave his beard, or he's gonna get COVID.
I'll get the COVID. It's fine.
Have you guys seen the pictures that I've seen of Billy pre-beard?
Yeah, it's weird
dude.
as fuck.
It is a very punchable face.
Oh man! See, I think I'm late
honest,
to the party. I just saw.
To be honest, I was the only goth kid in my high school, and I still would have shoved you in a fucking locker.
Probably correct. And knowing me in high school, I probably would have had a crush on you afterwards.
He
likes
likes
closing
it
that locker with that giant boner Billy's gonna have.
It's not a baby carrot, folks.
I mean, it would have been interesting because the lockers that we had were like about that wide.
Oh, in high school, I would have fit in it. Like in high school, I was 110 pounds. I was a swimmer in high school.
Unfortunately, I couldn't shove anybody into lockers because ours were like super tiny, like this big by this big. Also, I'm probably sure I would have been arrested because I went to a private school and they weren't about that life. So.
Oh, god damn it.
Because there was
you.
Trust me, if I had been given the opportunity to be violent, like if I had gone to public school instead of private school, everyone would have been like fought, like legit. Because where I'm from, if you go to public school and you like nearly kill someone, like it's fine. It's like you don't get in trouble really.
Yeah. That's
like they
like
I've had friends who like would tutor kids at like public middle schools, and one of them had like a broken bottle threatened. Like someone threatened her with a broken bottle, like 12-year-old.
Yep, checks out.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of the same way in me and Bran's area, like especially the school that we went to. I remember one day just walking along, and it was like our school was like almost 3 tiers. It's like one side was 3 tiers, the other side was 2 tiers. I don't know how they did that. But all of a sudden, I just hear screaming, and I look up, and this one girl is trying to push another girl off the balcony. And would have successfully done it if a teacher hadn't got involved in it. It's like, oh, okay. So
it's fucking Royal Rumble going on at our high school.
So we have a new member, and Frank didn't mention it. Thank you for becoming a new member, Diecast Racist with Vaughn.
And cookies and cream. And bukkake.
And thank you for the $2.
Holy smokes, is Bailey actually Haley Joel Osment?
Yeah, like specifically in Tusk.
Are you trying to say he has a tiny face?
Yeah,
it's not Billy's that tiny. It's normal size.
But would you agree you're more beard than face, Billy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
100%. Because my beard comes down to like my nips.
Speaking of,
seen those two?
Yes.
What? You've seen them. You've seen my nips.
I know. Can confirm.
I rubbed him at G-Man. He had to pray those thoughts away that night, but it's beside the point.
The question is, was he successful? Or did he succumb?
I hope not, because that'll be the second time he's seen, like, the bikini area on me.
I don't know, man. I think G-Man found his G-spot thinking about your nipples and those jingly cheeks you had on there after the pre-show.
Here we are, another week where people remind me G-Man exists.
Patreon.com.
I keep forgetting that person is a person.
Oh, I've been punched in the face. Thank you, frustrated.
Speaking of Vaughn, we haven't got the date down yet, but I got Vaughn locked in.
Who's talking to him?
Burnt Toast.
Oh, okay.
Burnt Toast, and I think Chica Chica's going to. Not you, yeah.
I'm talking to him again. I don't give a fuck. I want to trigger that old man again. Like, I'm going to have a few questions, basically.
It's 60 minutes. Do you know where your kids are tonight?
And his answer is going to be no, because CPS has them.
Oh,
I mean, that's a quasi answer, isn't it?
No, they could have had him anywhere. Like, hopefully out of Kentucky, but like any orphanage in Kentucky, which is somehow still better than living in Vaughn's trailer.
Oh my god.
Better than residing. Better than residing next to Mount Trashmore. I'll have to agree with you.
Do you know who Vaughn is, Phoenix? Vaughn Helton. Do you know who Vaughn Helton is?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Any person who's been on or featured on Drunken Peasants, like I've been watching Drunken Peasants since I was like basically since like episode 3, so I'm familiar with all their antagonists.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we bring people on, they're new, and they're like, "Who are you talking about?" And then we just kind of open up, and they're like, "Oh God." So
I've been doing this show. I've been doing this show with these guys for months, and they still have to tell me who people are. So
yeah, I mean, like if it's someone who's like really obscure, like I might not know, but basically anybody that DP has covered, like I'm familiar, at least familiar, if not like well acquainted.
The upper echelon of Lol's Cow.
Actually, speaking of lol cows, like Brett Keane sent me a happy birthday once, and it made my entire day.
I sent him Shanny porn, and it did not make his day. He was very mad.
I'd be mad too. I'd be like.
Oh, okay. What's your Discord? I can send it to you.
Billy paid for it, so he really wants to get his money's worth out of it.
Everybody.
No, technically you dragged it. Go fuck yourself.
Use it as like a biological.
Yeah.
Immediately makes people vomit.
Oh yeah, you can definitely use it at Guantanamo. Like, if I had the fucking passcodes, I'm giving them to you. I still haven't had hot wings since the yuck bang.
Imagine this, Billy. Imagine being waterboarded, but by the same fluid that Rev swam in on the OnlyFans account.
Oh, you're nasty.
Stop.
I got her to squirt. No, she pissed on your face, sir.
No.
It looked like oil coming out of a fucking tin can.
Talking about, but just by the description.
Rev got peed on.
just no.
Yeah, Rev got peed on.
Just
yeah.
That's what
Rev
happened.
got peed on, and he was proud. He was
and then he
so proud.
He did a whole video talking about how proud he was, and for some reason, early 2000s new metal band.
Folks, can you say squirt?
You can't.
Oh god, that reminds me of like this ancient video of like this really ugly lady holding up a pillow, and she's like, "You see this?"
Oh yeah.
No, we had that. We had that. That was the first incarnation of Next Topic, I think.
Yeah, and I did like a video with him saying that, and missed her video in there with it too. So
yeah, we know that.
Oh yeah,
wildebeest too.
That's squirt.
It's weird because I know this lady who looks exactly like that, and I'm like, please don't be the same person.
It probably is.
Oh god.
Ask her what her experience is with a Hitachi wand, and you might get the answer.
No. No.
They say it's for back massaging, but you can do other things with it.
Do tell.
I'd be like the only person on the face of the planet who would use that as an actual like back massager.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're buying it for it, they're judging you while you're buying it. And you're like, come on.
Oh my god, that reminds
you
me.
Motherfuckers.
I went shopping with my dad, and I wanted to go to Spencer's because I wanted to see if I could get like another Guns N' Roses shirt. Because if anybody doesn't know, I literally like the only clothes I have are like dresses and pajamas and Guns N' Roses shirts. Like that's all I have like right now. I need to buy new clothes because I just have Guns N' Roses shirts. Anyway, so I was looking for another one, and then me and my dad went to Spencer's, and when we were checking out, they had all kinds of like vibrators and dildos at the checkout line. Yep.
Any Guns N' Roses brand?
What? No.
Any ones by Guns N' Roses?
Oh my god, can you imagine? My mom would buy all of them.
You have like a welcome to the jungle dildo.
I would be scared of the Axel one.
Oh, she wouldn't. That would be her favorite. Like my mom. Okay, so supposedly my mother dated Axl Rose. Supposedly, like she has pictures of him, but I don't know. I'd have to hear it from his side as well. You know what I mean? But anyways, so for more context, to make it even more mortifying, being in Spencer's with my father, as if that wasn't awkward enough. He's like super conservative Christian and like has literally never mentioned the concept of sex before. Like when I was like 19, he like had a phone call with my mom and he's like, have you explained the birds and the bees to Bianca? And my mom's like, you mean sex? Yeah, she's known about that since she was like 12. And then my dad was like tight and probably hung out.
Well, now that our guest doxed herself.
How did I dox myself?
You said your first name. According to idiots on the internet, that equals doxing.
Oh yes, it's very serious.
My name's Gary Moore.
Lamont.
Goddamn.
But no, what do we got? What do we got going on today? Are we playing videos or are we sitting here with our dicks in our hand? Because I can do both.
Yeah, simultaneously.
Yeah,
I thought that's what you do all the time. I got some shameful spray. It's actually on the 62 IQ gives her dog chocolate. So I'm not gonna even play the intro. I'm just gonna go straight right into this shit. How Soy said this is not the shameful spray. Jesus Christ, all I can say is there is some missing context here, and I'll play the video for anybody that. Apparently,
God damn, it's the dead Kennedy guy.
The one you messed with. I said, nope, nothing was cut.
Quit the internet.
Yeah, he did.
Suck a dick. I'm still here. You're a bitch.
He says, I told him I'll say there's nothing cut or left out or something like that. It said nothing was cut or left out, so there was a 1 minute stream. So I got the wrong fucking video, by the way. But that's fine. I can actually get it. I said it did. He was like, "You're a bright one, aren't you?" No, the stream wasn't 1 minute. Genius, but the whole conversation was heck and smoke was, and then they dropped it. Let me actually find it real quick. He said, "Literally starts with her mid sentence, but okay, boomer." I guess I'm a boomer now. When this guy's the same age as me, I'm not.
No. Your correct response was supposed to say. Boomer is now the new N-word and get all real pissy about it like Steve did when someone called him a boomer. Oh, wait, I have the exact quote. Expose me, boomer.
Do it. So let me get that one real quick.
Did you hear that or no?
Hear what? Yeah, we did.
Expose me, boomer.
So the...
Fuck you!
Eat a dick. So the question at hand was actually this one right here where she, I guess, starts in mid-sentence, but she says secondhand smoke isn't a real thing.
I'm not really convinced that secondhand smoke is a real thing. Like, it can affect young children and pregnant women or people who already have asthma, but from my experience and
I think it's a real thing. I smoked for 25 years.
What does that have to do with secondhand smoke?
I mean, but I think that secondhand smoke is pretty dangerous. But I mean, I don't.
Secondhand smoke can give your cat asthma.
Did you hear that? What's that have to do with smoking?
And bukkake.
While talking about secondhand smoking. 2 super chats. One from I'm sorry, Wilson. How many saves could G-Man save if a G-Man could save safes? Fuck you.
and cookies and cream.
Fuck Melanoma for 99. Check out what the National Guard did to some kids in Whittier neighborhood in Minneapolis. Oh Lord. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah.
Yeah, this is the same genius that said she wanted to abort kids as old as 3. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the reason you're called 62 IQ.
Yeah.
And the more you talk, the more I think that's you. That's them being generous to you.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's Chesh and Steve McBoomer.
McRae. Like, okay, like I haven't spoke about this publicly, but every time they were on Drunken Peasants, they just rubbed me the wrong way. Like Steve, like really, he seems like one of those people, and I guess he is one of those people who just like talks like he's some kind of authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you challenge him on it, and you're like, "Yo, you're kind of full of shit, bro," he's like,
"You're a troll. You're a hater. You're a naysayer."
And then you get blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's publicly unsubbed from us, which was great because we got like 12 subs because they didn't know about us until then. So, like, eat a gaggle of penises, I guess.
This is not an airport.
I legitimately always got, like, I don't know, weird vibes. Like, if everything that he said about the lawsuit and whatever was true, then yeah, like, it's valid. But just his personality and then Chash, they just always kind of rub me the wrong way. So.
Oh no, he got fucked over by that other dude. But to be fair, they're both terrible people. So ha 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 ha. Lie down with dogs, you get fucking ticks. Like, go fuck yourselves, or fleas, or whatever fucking infestation you want to think.
I was like so happy when I heard that other people were talking about it, and I was like, wait, this is real. This isn't just me making things up in my brain, like.
No, like every single time he's on the Drunken Peasants, I seen the live chat of like, get the old guy off. He is boring. No one thinks he's funny. Please never invite him back on. Steve McRae is not interesting. Seriously, you think this guy's interesting? Please stop.
He just acts like he's like the shit. Like it's.
Like, yeah, it's like his shit don't stink, but it's just. He's a sad man. Really sad.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just uncomfortable to watch. It's really cringe, honestly.
No, this is literally Cheshire in a debate with one of our friends. After he made a great point, here's her reply to him.
Fuck you!
And then she's asked to do a rebuttal to another great point he had, and she said,
"Eat a dick."
So those are some great responses from the Brain Trust.
Did she go to like Harvard Law School to learn those debate tactics?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh wow, good for her. She must come from a really rich family.
She still lives with her mom, so. But I don't know.
Okay, I can't say anything because
Yeah.
after like how many years? God, like 6 years living alone. I'm gonna move with my mom. Actually.
Yeah, but you contribute to society. You do something. She doesn't.
Yeah,
there's a difference. Yeah.
With my mom, so there's that.
You have this weird thing called aspirations, and it's not just on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are people with the T-shirt that says "I'm important on the internet," and they do not wear it unironically.
Oh yeah. I mean, like me, anything I do on the internet is completely ironic. That's why I have like I literally created like an alter ego just to be an asshole on the internet. But like, it's very much separate from my actual life where I'm like, oh God, I hope that no one I actually know finds out about this.
Yeah, this is an alter ego. I'm not this big of a dick. No. This is just
I have the luxury of my friends and family knowing exactly what kind of asshole I am.
I mean, I think they know, but like, for example, like my acquaintances and like my boss, I do not tell them about this. Like, I don't post any of this on like my personal Facebook. Like,
oh fuck,
they
no.
don't know about. They don't know.
No. I've lost a job due to this shit before, so no, I keep it far away.
Like, literally, this isn't a real person. Like, what you're seeing right now is not a real fucking person. So, this is Hannah Montana, and Miley Stewart comes out after Hannah Montana gets off camera. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. No.
So which one is Billy Ray Cyrus okay sleeping with?
Yeah, something like that.
You're Hannah Montana now. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
You know, if only Trump had been so have such ingenuity when it came to his what was she 13 when he made that quote?
Yes, God.
Man, yeah.
He's currently president.
Right. Yeah. $4.99 from
back
Buck.
on it. Hillary wasn't that bad.
McRae is a goon. How many hours of Logic 101 is he going to keep doing? Fuck if I know.
God damn it. Fuck you, Buck. If P, then Q. God, fuck.
And Bukaki.
Yeah.
$2 from my salary, Wilson. Steve buys his Facebook friends too.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it at this point.
Frustrated. I would ask Cheshire how smart she is, but she blocked me like a while ago. How much you would call an asshole?
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll block me now.
Oh, probably. If you follow like literally any of the Geek Room or some shit.
Yeah.
It's probably.
I don't think Steve Shives has me blocked. I'm literally gonna check right now.
It took a full year for me to get blocked by Steve Shives.
How do you think I'm blocked by Steve
I
Shives?
remember I had one account because like I'm the kind of person that has way too many accounts because I can't figure out how I want to present myself. So I have like 26 email accounts. For example. And I remember like my first Twitter account from I don't know how long ago was blocked by Steve Shives. So I want to see if my current one is because I follow all the people who are on his like no contact list. You know what I mean?
I think I am because he's not.
Check Steve McRae.
Well, I am blocked by Steve Shives. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I am not.
I am. Once again, never had any kind of.
I think you did a block button. I was following Amazing Atheist.
I feel like it's like a badge of honor to be blocked by people on Twitter or Facebook. Well, Facebook a little less because I literally block everybody on Facebook. But like I wanted back when like the primaries were really going, I wanted to bully Pete Buttigieg so badly that he blocks me. I tried my hardest. Like if you looked at like my very first tweets, they were all bullying Pete Buttigieg.
I mean, to be fair, that's your duty as an American.
Yeah, deservedly so.
But
so I've been just like bullying random streamers who have like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So I go bully them instead lately with all this stuff because, those cute, edgy white boy commentary channels just want to talk shit. So I had to go fight them on Twitter, as you do.
Hey, that's us.
Wait a minute,
Billy, you're not cute.
I'm also not 100% white, so you could have gone there either.
That ass.
I don't see you guys as edgy. You know what I mean? Like, they're the edgy ones that are like, oh, I say the gamer word when I'm playing video games. And it's like...
Oh, no, that's just a dipshit. Like, what I think of edge is like... being like we make fun of a blind guy every once in a while and we make blind jokes, but he's also a cunt, so we don't care about his blindness.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like, ew, Steve Shives lives nearby. He lives near me. That's gross. Okay, but I'm not blocked, so there's one.
Why does our guest keep on doxing herself? This is not the real me. Also, this is the state I live in.
I mean, I'm not living here for long. I've already told people, I've already mentioned, where I live, but I haven't mentioned, where exactly I live and where I live and where I'm moving to, but I haven't said, where I'm moving to.
Don't worry,
still
Billy.
Some creepy motherfuckers on the internet.
Billy told us he lived in Delaware.
When I dox myself, you're supposed to ignore it. Goodness.
Fair, yeah, I did say I live in Delaware. There's 8 of us.
Yeah, I could throw a rock across the state of Delaware.
Yeah, just go to the house where people don't think mayonnaise is spicy, and then that's mine.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Man,
we're going to be here a while, gentlemen.
Steve Shives or Steve McRae. I need to step my game up.
Just tell him, Kyle.
I'm not being a cyberbully enough.
You remember before Trump got in trouble for blocking people on Twitter, and he used to block like American citizens? I was blocked by him.
If
And then he had to unblock me because of the Supreme Court. I like in my mind, I know this is not how it happened, but he had to like go individually and go unblock, 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 unblock. And that just made me feel good,
If you want to get blocked by Steve, just go up to him and say Cal deserves non sequitur show, and you'll get blocked.
Or just at Steve McRae and just say boom.
or at Steve McRae and say debate Dragnauct. Or debate Nate Brody. Either or. They're both black, so they're scary.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's it.
Minister Sobriety asked.
Fuck, I forgot. Sweet Heathen's toe is black. So, how bad?
Okay, I will find a way to trigger. I'll probably go with the boomer because that really pissed him off when Creepshow Art called him a boomer.
Oh,
expose me, boomer.
She's amazing, so.
Good old.
Oh, dude, that fucking video. I nearly died.
I love her. She's iconic.
Are we really just gonna like sit here and pretend like Steve hasn't been gazing into an alternate dimension for the last 10 minutes?
I know, right? Like, I just noticed it a second ago, and I'm like, I feel uncomfortable.
Did the void stare back? What the fuck is wrong with
I
you?
think the alternate dimension is just me rubbing my nipples at G-Man, but just like a mirror effect of it. And now he's creeped out. He can't tell if he enjoys it
I
or
mean,
not.
if you put them both on the same screen, then it'll be like dividing by 0, and everything will just collapse in on itself.
Billy, I'd poke my head in that universe and check it out for a little bit.
Is that what? Okay. Speaking of dividing by 0, is that what fucking happened at midnight on January 1st in this universe? Because I feel like someone somewhere divided by 0, and that's why we're going through all of this shit.
Yeah.
Sound fucking happy.
Well, if you ask Shanny for Christ, it's because you guys weren't respecting her authority.
The Queen of Heaven is bringing her judgment down upon us.
I got Shanny for Christ.
Pound for pound, she's the most religious.
I will pay somebody money to get her to say respect my authority.
I am not proud of that joke. Actually, never mind.
Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and skip over this little bit of part. I don't like watching this shit.
Yeah, can we not watch the guy die? That'd be great.
Yeah.
There you go.
It'd be nice to not watch a snuff film.
Yeah.
Was being arrested for suspicion of writing a bad check at a grocery store. Police say he was using
Death
drugs.
sentence.
4
Writing
cops
a
involved
bad
have been fired.
Check.
Well, the other guy, he walked into a construction zone, so.
Oh, yeah. That's the end of him, automatically.
Okay, so the person we should have the police murder over this is the owner of the grocery store for still accepting checks. Because, when you're behind someone in line, they're paying with the check, and you're like, I have to be at work in 10 minutes. Why the fuck are you writing this down? Just put your credit card in there like a goddamn adult. What are you doing?
See, I have a friend that still uses checks, but like he at least still like remembers how to fill out a check.
Yeah, like I
do too.
I only write checks for rent, so.
Well, if I have any need to do it paper-wise, I just go get a fucking money order. I pay the $1 or whatever it is at the fucking Walmart customer service desk, and most of the time I pay most of my bills in cash or through, like, electronic means, because it's fucking 2020. I keep telling my friend, why do you still use checks? And he's like, I just like them. And I'm like, you know what? You have $1 million. I can't argue with you. Just do whatever you want with your money, fuck.
$2 from Taliesin. Stephen Chess looked like growing mold in that picture. Yeah, they did. Someone says it wasn't a check, it was a counterfeit bill. The Yedo God said that.
I've heard that. I don't know.
I've heard that one too.
Either way, he may have never known in a million years that was a counterfeit.
Exactly.
Like,
some people don't have that little pin.
Counterfeit out there, yeah.
They're in circulation.
Yeah.
And I was a cashier for quite a while. Like, the only ones they really ever had us check with the fucking marker were, like, 50s and 100s. They didn't really bother with anything lower.
And to go back to, the whole even so, even if he knowingly had a phony fucking $10 bill or whatever it was and did this, still even so, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm just saying.
Okay, here's the thing. He could have literally killed someone and that still doesn't warrant being executed right away. Because in this country,
Agreed.
supposedly, there's due process, so if you commit a crime, you're not immediately fucking executed.
Yep, speedy trial of your own peers.
Yeah. So there's no defense for this, no matter what anyone fucking says.
Exactly.
And one of the greatest people you probably can learn about like how to do handcuffing and stuff like that is you gotta go to the horse's mouth, go watch Nathan Brody's video on it. He did a video on it. He was literally an instructor on how to handcuff people properly in New York State or city. And yeah, also he triggers Steve, so I'm just gonna say Nate Brody once again. And he does a great video on this.
What was that name again, Billy?
I'm pretty sure it's Nate Brody.
Can you spell that for me?
Natebrody.
So that's Nate Brody.
It is Nate Brody.
Okay, Nate Brody. Gotcha.
Yeah, NP.
Being investigated by the FBI. It's being compared with Eric Garner, who died after being placed in a chokehold by New York cops during an arrest in 2014.
I think as the daughter of a black man and the mother of a black man, this is really too much for me today.
The two videos left Gail King shaken.
It feels to me like an open season, and that it's just not sometimes a safe place to be in this country for black men, and today is too much for me.
Exactly. It's yeah. Like there's which we're about to talk about in a minute, but it sparked like it's not even nationwide. It's like there's protests in Ireland right now, and Berlin, Germany, and fucking South Africa.
There was one in fucking Iran. But
yeah.
No, dude, like, and fuck, the Amish showed up. Who the fuck told them?
Right?
It was me, bro. I'm the mole.
About the Mennonites.
Yeah, exactly. But the guy with the dog and the leash and shit, I think I saw a picture of him. Is that dude like retardedly jacked?
He looks pretty huge. He looks like a big fucking guy.
Yeah, the guy who's trying to do bird watching and the white lady wouldn't like that white lady right down there. The white lady who wouldn't put her dog on a leash. Like that dude is like unbelievably jacked. Like if he came like up on me, I'd be like, holy shit! Like he looks like he's massive, but in a second I'm like, oh okay, put my dog on a leash. Yeah, I'm not calling the cops, but the first glance I'm like, just because how big he is, I'm like, Jesus. Please don't eat me,
huge
sir.
Compared to me, so I'd be like, whoa.
I mean, listen,
absolutely.
I'm a tiny ass human being. I'm like 5'0". I'm like this tiny little shit. I wouldn't be fucking intimidated. I grew up in South Florida. I have that like serial killer-ish crackhead energy around me. No one fucks with me. I lived in Baltimore for 5 years. No one ever fucked with me because it's just about the energy you put out. But like, also, this might just be me. This might be my personal bias, but I find black men to be extremely wholesome. Like, just in general, so.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that dude is he's like a sweetheart.
Bird watcher.
He's an avid bird watcher.
And he's over there like, yeah, can we please not fire the racist lady for being racist? Like,
yeah, really.
He's doing like all like I'm like, this guy. Like, is way better of a human being than I am, because I'd be like, fuck that bitch, take away her bank accounts.
As far as I know,
fuck with me.
As far as I know, she got fired, and
her
also
dog
the rescue that she got her dog from took the dog back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deservedly.
She was choking him, like just in.
They took the dog back not because she was being racist, but because of, if you're looking in the video, the way she's holding onto that dog's collar.
Yeah, where she yoked him.
Like that just like
there it is.
Like look right here.
Because
the dog's doing that cough choke thing.
What the fuck is this woman doing with that dog? Like, that poor animal, Christ. She was basically like hanging it.
Look at it.
Like, I didn't even get to like really say it. I think I commented on Jake Jonas's video. I was like, she strangled the fucking dog. Just put the dog on a leash real quick. It's like, Jesus.
It takes 2 seconds. It's like you pull the little thing back, you hook it, and let it go.
If she did that, she would prove that the black man was right. So she was refusing to do anything that he told her to do.
Oh,
like,
but
politely requested her to do.
but
It's
now
called a
she's
Karen.
so sorry that it happened, you guys. So sorry, you know?
I mean, you can either be like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, or you can be this lady.
Motherfucker!
There you go.
I swear,
I gained
like,
a little bit of respect for you, Billy.
these people better never act up around me, because it's on. It's
Kick
fucking on.
On a leash as required. Here's CBS's Mola Lengi.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
The confrontation, caught on video, sparked a national outcry of racism, and today cost Amy Cooper her job. It all started when Christian Cooper, no relation, who's filming
They have the same last name. That is awesome.
Section of Central Park,
We're not so
which
different, you
requires
and
it to
I.
protect the wildlife.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
Can I
me.
take you a picture of calling the cops?
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Cooper did just that.
There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park.
You're being
He's
recorded
me,
saying
threatening myself and my
Yeah.
dog. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Within 24 hours of the video, Amy Cooper apologized, returned the dog to a rescue center, and lost her job. Her employer, Franklin Templeton, stated in a tweet, "We do not tolerate racism of any kind at Franklin Templeton." Christian Cooper, an avid bird watcher,
I smile.
Okay.
Fuck 'em, man.
Look at
And
him!
He's fucking dead.
bird watcher.
If I saw that man, I'd be like, oh my god, he's probably the friendliest fucking dude on the whole wide world. I hope he has a beautiful day.
He probably does.
Yeah. If he
As long
walked
as he
up to
sees
me
a
looking
bird.
like that, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I'll leash my dog.
My bad.
spoke
Who
out for
the
the
fuck goes out and just doesn't
Who the fucking goes out and watches
without the
birds?
dog on the leash? Like, hello?
Also valid.
It's 2020.
damn,
There's
like,
way
that's
more
how you
interesting
salute your
things.
dog. The one time I didn't have my cat on his leash when I took him out, he ran into some bushes and we couldn't find him for like an hour. And it was like the sun was setting. He's a black cat. It was a mess. So never again. He's never been outside ever without a leash.
first time today.
We need to start treating each other as us rather than as, other.
Look at that. Nicest man in the fucking world.
Yeah, he didn't even really want her to lose her job over it. Like if you've heard his whole interview, like he just really just wanted everything to just, learn a lesson from this and move on.
Yeah, he just wanted to put her fucking dog in a goddamn leash so it didn't fuck up the habitat for the fucking birds. Like
which
all
is the
dude he
policy
wanted.
where
Yeah.
they were located.
Well, a lot of states have leash laws. Like I know in Connecticut, like there's definite leash laws.
Well, no,
unless you got
that-
an electric fence in your yard, that's the only time.
Well, no, that's Central Park. So like certain parts of Central Park, you can have your dog off leash, but like in certain parts, there's like habitat for like birds and shit. And she was in the area with the habitat, and
Okay, then yeah.
Yep.
There's probably a thing about like, yeah, you can walk your dog here, but it has to be on a leash.
Yep.
Overnight, across the country, the calls for justice are growing more intense. In Atlanta, where protesters filled the streets, smoke billowed into the sky as a police car went up in flames. Nearby, crowds...
I think we're actually having one right now downtown where I'm at, but they had it. Yeah, they had it yesterday too, and someone mentioned, oh, we're gonna go on a certain road that has a Target, and Target closed the fuck down. Quick.
Like, oh no, we're not doing this.
Like, no, fuck this.
I mean, you guys are named Target. You understand that, right?
Fair. I can tell you what these.
Yeah.
I can basically tell you what these National Guard guys are thinking. All I wanted was a Dodge Charger and free college.
Yeah.
Yeah, not being a weekend warrior. Sorry, get your ass out there.
So,
I don't know why,
so
Tony.
in
I'm-
New Haven, they had their demonstration. Most of it occurred while I was still at work, so I only got to see like the live feeds and like pictures and stuff. And it was a decent turnout. And I guess toward the end of it, they went to the police station because the mayor of the town, I believe, had tweeted out that he was going to be there, and they wanted to talk to him, as protesters want to do. And they were at first refusing to allow people into the building, with like threats of arrest and stuff like that. And after, like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but all I know is like 30 minutes later, the cops all fucking stood down and people were able to enter the fucking building. So at least in New Haven, they have enough sense to not fuck around right now.
I don't.
Because Yale's going up. Like, they're gonna burn that fucking place down.
Yeah. Do we have a video with that one sheriff that marched with the people?
I don't think I have it. I don't know if it's on here or not.
Yeah, you notice there's a common theme here of these protests going pretty well as long as the cops don't start shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's kind of, you know.
I think our
It's
cops.
almost like excessive cop, force is the problem here.
Yeah. I think the cops in our area stayed away for a bit or something. I'm not exactly sure, but it didn't get rowdy at all. Like,
yeah, we had one in Delaware, and it doesn't look like there's any damage done.
I know in Columbia, there was like I think a police car got burned. That was about it. Which I'm actually surprised because Columbia is a whole lot worse than where I'm at right now.
I just really hope we learn from the lessons of the past and not stop with these mass protests before anything changes.
Yeah.
That's my only fear about all of this, is that it's going to be for nothing.
I agree. Because right now, like, what needs to happen is we as a country have been so complacent for so long that we've let the government, the authorities, and corporations like rule us with an iron fist, and they thought that we would never fight back. And for a long time, I thought it was true. I thought no one was going to fight back. But it just came to this point where enough's enough. And I think that we need to remind them that they should be afraid of us. And that's why they have to work for us, not the other way around. And I think we just need to remind them of that.
I agree.
Did you see that picture of that actual guillotine?
Oh, shit.
Somebody rolled out a guillotine. That shit was
iconic. Oh my God, that reminds me. So I'm Puerto Rican, for anybody who doesn't know.
Hey! Me too.
Who says we don't have diversity on this show?
Which one of you is Puerto Rican?
I am. I'm a Puerto Rican.
But yeah, so during their own uprising where they were ousting the governor, they took a guillotine to his house, and I was like, yes, beach.
Well, like,
I think we need to do that. I think we need to be doing that shit. You know what I mean?
I actually
make politicians afraid again.
Yeah, man. These fuckers don't take anyone seriously anymore.
Exactly. My favorite was when they were starting to gather around the White House.
Yeah, I actually had a picture of that.
And
like,
how long is it going to be when you don't take people seriously before you just start doing whatever the fuck you want to do? And that's where we are.
Yep.
This is the White House, right? So,
They put up those walls because I guess they were supposed to be doing some work on the fence around the White House.
Yeah.
That it was due to be done in August.
White House.
Ooh. Did you, have you guys seen the video of the Antifa guy trying to break bricks to start throwing things, and then a bunch of the protesters doing the Black Lives Matter beat the shit out of him and took their bricks and threw him to the cops?
Yeah, that's the biggest problem right now is like little white Antifa punks showing up and like starting shit where there doesn't need to be shit. Because like I've heard said and seen said already is that like they're going to blame the black protesters for this. Yeah. We're going to catch it.
Let's breathe in for a second. And you're helping the people you're trying to fight against by making everyone else that may share the same common goal as you look like pieces of shit because you're a little white piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I saw the picture of like the like protesters attacking something at Target, but no one focused on the little white guy walking out with a bunch of Legos.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like that better be the Millennium Falcon, or he's fucking up.
Dude, he knows how his weekend is spent already. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. That was probably a great weekend for him.
Because, like, honestly, I'm all for, like, burning the fucking thing to the ground. But what I'm not here for is that, like, Black Lives Matter and, like, innocent protesters, like, getting caught in the crossfire and being blamed, because that's all that, like, that's unfortunately what's happening. So you're kind of caught in, like, a catch-22, because it's like, yeah, burn the whole fucking thing down, I don't give a shit. But I don't want this movement to be associated with violence, because that's not them.
Yeah.
Even though
like I
the
was
violence is warranted, honestly. Like,
Like I was just talking to Grampy, and he shared a video of an older lady that was getting beat by a bunch of guys. I was like, yeah, that's when you do get like people who would do that stuff, and that's not representing the whole group who is actually trying to change something. Yeah, you're gonna have some assholes and do shit. That's
if you have a large enough group of people in general anywhere, you're going to have pieces of shit in that group of people.
You're going to have opportunists.
Just going to be like a huge glaring example of how much of a piece of shit those particular people are.
Yeah. So, but people are calling me out in the chat. That wasn't White House. I'm sorry.
What did you do, Frank?
Apparently that was the picture I showed wasn't the White House. So I get my shit wrong all the time.
I do not know.
Well, there was a wall of the boarded up around the White House, which is what I was saying. I didn't look at the picture.
No, like I think actually while Saltpond was going on, they were actually going around. Like they were actually surrounding the White House, and it was like, oh shit, they're just going to drag them out and just kind of beat them.
There was barricades. From my understanding, it was breached a couple of times, but they managed to push them back. I personally don't want to see anybody go to jail for like some serious super federal crime for trying to assassinate the president or something.
Sure.
Because like that's just going to give fuel to like him and the people that follow him. Really, that's all that does.
I don't know. I don't know if I should state my opinion on that.
No, not unless it's in Minecraft. No, thank you.
I'm surprised that shit hasn't already happened.
I started playing Minecraft again recently, and I got spawned onto like a 5x5 island. It was great. I'm doing great. So in Minecraft, we always say, someone's got to take one for the team in Minecraft. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when the Geek Room was a channel.
Yes.
Oh no, Steve's gonna flag us, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, that's right.
So
our days are numbered.
Despite an impassioned plea from Atlanta's mayor to stop the violence.
Go home. You're not honoring the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and the civil rights movement.
God.
If you want change in America, go.
And then this bitch says, "Oh, you want change? Go vote in November." Yeah, I'm sure. I'm certainly sure things will change.
I'm sure we've all
that
tried
outcome.
that. For
Wait. You realize who was at our protest, right? In Delaware, right?
Yeah, I would be too if I was running for president.
No, he would be anyway. That's the type of dude he was, though. He was at a lot of those protests, though.
That's great. It's great PR. I'm sure it is, but I still believe at his core he's a complete piece of shit.
Oh yeah, but he's still way less of a piece of shit than the alternative.
Yeah, but picking between less pieces of shit is why we still have this shit going on.
Well, no, your objection is you can't really just burn it down. That's not going to be a possibility. It's not going to happen.
Well, of course not. If that's going to be everyone's mentality, that there's nothing better.
Yeah, but
than what we
okay,
have,
so
let's
1% of the fringe. Yeah, you're going to be the 1% on the fringe where it should be burnt down. And do you want fairly? You probably should, but that's not how you're going to change it.
My favorite thing here
That's an opinion.
is people on different sides of an argument here touting out Martin Luther King. You have the people who are like, he would never like any of this, and he would never this, that, and the other. And then there's others that are taking the last bit of a full quote and using it to justify rioting.
Violence is the language of people unheard.
Yeah.
I have seen both. If you read the full context of that speech, he does say like, oh, you know, we have to be nonviolent, but I understand why people want to riot. And he literally says like, we did our peaceful protests and what did we get? Like nothing. We basically got nothing. Like there's no structural change. Like that's basically what he said. But even then, stop fucking trotting out Martin Luther King Jr. That's not stop using him as a fucking token. Like let the man rest in peace. Good God.
Like exactly. And he like basically like yes, he was all about peaceful protesting and all of that, but that exact quote was just like, well, don't be surprised that this is a thing. Like I'm not going to be a part of that, but like don't be surprised when this comes up.
Yeah. It feels like when you're debating a creationist and they start bringing up like why Darwin was a dick, and I'm like, the evolution has gone way further than Darwin. Like I get it, Martin Luther was a really, really momentous figure in this type of movement, but the movement has grown past him. Like the shit they're dealing with today are way different than what they were dealing back then. So both of you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like honestly, like every time some white guy trots out Martin Luther King Jr., I lose a month off my life, so I'm gonna die in like a week.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Whatever.
Fuck.
Whatever. We know I was talking about beach.
Did anybody catch what like Killer Mike had to say like after this? Because he popped up on Atlanta like right after she did, and I liked his message better. His message was like basically, we shouldn't be burning down houses, but he can understand. He can understand why. One thing is like we're like living in a society right now where everything's just on a phone. We can capture it really quick, so it's just basically like murder porn. Everybody's accepted to it. So the only thing this new generation is basically Bukaki. This is the only thing this new gen. What?
I just saw Emmett Till and I'm like, oh god, how many times have people dragged out Emmett Till to make some point? I saw an article trying to discredit the chick that's accusing Joe Biden of sexual assault, and it was an article saying like why we shouldn't always believe women, and there was a picture of Emmett Till, and I was like, excuse me, please full on go fuck yourself.
That's not the issue here.
That thing you just told me right there makes me want to commit fall damage in Minecraft. It wants to make me go
straight in the
blocks. I
dig straight down.
Like, I get if it was like, if someone was saying that about the whole like Central Park situation with the guy and the white lady who's like, I'm going to call the cops and tell them it's an African-American man. That's like kind of a comparison, because let's be real. How many times have white women tears been weaponized against black people? A lot. But for some liberal to compare that to the Joe Biden situation, I have no fucking words. A man, not even a man, a boy was brutally fucking murdered.
And Bukaki.
And they're using that for their milquetoast bullshit ass candidate. I'm exhausted.
Understandably so.
And cookies and cream.
No Direction, Sis 99 Canadian money. Evolution progress beyond Darwin a week after he died. And Hannibal and Monty's show. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
We're going to get y'all guys back on. All right. Yeah.
What's next, Jimmy?
Are you sure you want to know?
I do not. But I know we have to.
Please don't be this video. Please don't be this video.
Which one? Which one do you think it is?
Hit play.
Full screen it, everybody. You see it.
We'll be right back after.
Some lighthearted content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we get to make fun of people.
Okay, it's not the one I thought it was. Thank God.
Which one do you think it was?
I thought it was him flexing.
Oh, did I miss one? Shit.
The beauty of having more than one mobile device is that I can actually show you what's on the mobile device on at least one of them.
There's screen capturing fucking apps on your phone, dude.
Come get the phone.
Exactly.
Literally already on it.
Just take it from one little corner, swipe it down, and you can see it.
I'll be a son of a bitch.
Fuck.
A channel that literally derives its pleasure from harassing and mocking and ridiculing other people is featured by fucking YouTube.
What, Fox?
Literally.
Does he know that these go by like what you watch? Like legit, I get Shanny shit all the fucking time. Like look, these are stories. I get.
Is that Ben's dog?
Yeah, that's Ben's dog. Yeah.
Oh.
So, Vaughn, it means you keep watching them, and it's going to show up even if you're not subscribed to them. So.
Yeah, this is on you. Also, you watch a lot of like cardboard folding, I guess. I don't know what that guy's doing with cardboard. But he's epic with it, I guess.
Epic cardboard. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
And you watch a lot of Fox. Fuck.
I don't want to know.
Vaughn's into some weird shit. We know that. So
Right,
there's no
like,
telling.
yeah.
Featured by YouTube. Drunken Peasants, the number 2 on the left there, starting at the left. Actually featured by YouTube. You know, I'm sure Brett Keane and G-Man and all these people, why are these trolls never getting, their channels never get taken down? YouTube's featuring them. YouTube is literally featuring.
It's not the featured page. It's not. The next thing. The next thing is the featured one, Vaughn. Jesus Christ, you fucking boomer.
Vaughn, this is all based on shit you're watching. You don't understand that, sweetheart?
Yeah, because if by that logic, man, we've been featured so many times.
The channel.
Look at us.
The first one there is.
Amaze me.
The first channel there is Epic Cardboard Props, and it is a channel for a guy that makes things out of cardboard, like the Predator wrist blades is the first one that comes up.
Dildos.
Well, anything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
That is
okay,
true.
Mine is fucking weird, apparently. 'Cause mine shows me some weird shit.
I get mostly
Like-
D&D shit. 'cause it's more cool.
I got Mr. Beast. I don't know, like, really who that is. Why the fuck is Louder with Crowder in mine? God damn.
Busted. You guys, there's a lot of bukkake coming our way tonight. I don't know if you guys are...
Just can't handle all this bukkake. Lord Vader, $2. I bet he's already creeping on apps. Thank you, Ma. $1.99 from Buck Melanova, Gogurt, and Spaghetti O'Kink.
Do you think that cardboard guy has a video on how to make like a horse vajaj out of cardboard? Because
Maybe that's why he's fucking watching.
yeah, I would say that'd be a
maybe-
dead ringer.
Maybe it has an epic cardboard folding or whatever you said his name was. An epic cardboard thing so you can make like children that love you or something.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He's gonna be a real boy.
So what we learned-
even then, Kentucky CBS was still taken.
What we learned here from this video is that boomers still don't understand how modern technology works.
Yes.
So true.
Fuck you, Billy. Now I got CPS in my. By the way, shout out to Kentucky CPS. Kentucky CPS showing up at the door
Cardboard
to steal
CPS.
his cardboard child. Cardboard.
For all of those cardboard children.
Oh, he's going to raise his $50 to $100. I'm going to have to pay it.
Sir, there are gnats living inside this cardboard child.
They're not gnats.
Is that?
I hate the fact that I can actually do that impersonation.
All right, yeah, I'm getting ready for that. Since the last time we tried to have him on, like we talked about him with Kyle and Steve, and he was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "We still go here and get it. Even if we have you on, I'm not going to change that." So I'm going to end up having to pay him more shit.
Yeah, he's
So-
going to be watching so many of our videos.
There it is. There it is. Guns. Gains for
Oh
day.
no! What is that?
Get him, Vaughn.
Ooh, did
on,
weird
Hulk out.
flex, but there was so much grease on that mirror, he did not have to use a suction cup.
This is like
Why
the
is your
definition
mirror so
of
dirty?
weird flex, but okay.
Man,
It was all weird
what's
flex.
preventing you from looking like this? That is my question. Mother of God.
No.
$2 from Diecast Racist.
That's fucking amazing. Who sent that?
I guarantee that's Wilson.
You drove my cardboard wife insane.
And
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There it is.
Damn it, that was great.
Fuck you. I love you.
All right.
Please, Life of a Free Spirit, please stop telling people that I am fatty gold on this joint account because, frankly, I'm a little too busy in my life with dealing with Black Lives.
Trying to sit up out of the bed. Like, yeah, I agree.
What is
I know,
this
it's a
angle?
really-
What is this video resolution that I'm seeing right now?
That's because it's stretched the fuck out.
She shoots in vertical mode.
Yeah. Which I hate everybody who does.
Portrait. Yeah.
Well, listen,
she
my
keeps on
first
saying.
few videos on Periscope were vertical, but
Well, I think that's because it doesn't allow you to go into.
it does because I film them now. The only thing is that if I want to put them on YouTube, I have to edit them and flip them over. So that's just a huge pain in the ass. So someday I'll get around to it.
I'll say this. If ever there was a bitch that needed to film in landscape, I present to you Shanny for Christ.
There, yeah.
She needs to film from up here, you know? Like, down here is bad. Like, down here, I look like a fucking frog. Up
Billy
here.
Billy has pointed out that she wouldn't be able to use the selfie stick because that would require her arm to be over her heart.
I've said that a few times. It's not very nice.
I think we all know what's going to happen after that.
Shanny keeps on telling us that the camera adds 10 pounds, but that like this begs the question: how many cameras are pointed at her?
How many?
I think she basically just walked into Best Buy.
Right?
Oh, holy shit!
All right, she's going after Life of a Free Spirit again.
Let it go.
This time it didn't go well for you, and I actually got some of the videos so that you took down, and we all know you're lying.
We always download your videos. Don't even take them down. There's no point. Like you're up and we're watching and we're downloading. Stop deleting them.
Even if these guys can't do it, like I get on break at work and I just do it from my fucking phone.
That's why I do it now. So, but it's like the last time she did those weird parodies of everybody. I legit went to each one of them and said, I got every one of them. It's like, and then Drag did his thing and took it up.
I know tear gas is a war crime. I've been tear gassed before. Not a good time. But thanks for the DM. Love you, buddy.
Oh, that was like, they said something. Baptized in Fire. What would be a fun game is playing Beat the Clock with Shanny. Put $50 on the floor and she starts lying down in bed 1 minute time limit.
And Bukaki.
I'm sorry, Wilson. The resolution she uses is called Morbidly Obese. So yeah,
I buy it.
Yeah.
Matter in trying to get things fixed
snappy.
in this country than dealing with a stupid ass like you. The fact is, Life of a Spirit, I've never had a sock account and I won't have a sock account because I'm brave enough to say to you, if I want to call you a cunt, I'll say it to your
Because
your
my
face.
reputation's already been ruined on the internet, so I have no need for a sock account.
And no one cares that you say the word cunt. You know what word we care about when you say it. Just think of G-Man, and that's the word you're thinking of.
There you go.
Yep.
It rhymes with Tigger.
It's not Lamont. Tell you that.
Like now,
You know, Shanny.
for instance. Life of a Free Spirit, you're a fucking cunt, you're a fucking liar, and you're a fucking troublemaker. You're the problems that we have in this world. You're the reason why there's so
all her
many
fault.
problems in this world. Because all you do is cause trouble with people. And you know what? That karma's gonna come back to you. All your lies, all your little miscalculations of who I am is all going to.
And this just because
Man.
she said something about like, oh, I think she's part of this.
She is super bad at insulting people.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah, and prophesizing. You would
Say
think
it to your
the
face.
Queen of Heaven would
She
be
is
good at that.
Face said, Callie from Life of a Free Spirit is African American, and Shanny thinks she does more for the Black Lives Matter than Callie.
Oh.
Really, Shanny?
Well, to be fair, Shanny loves black penises. I mean, black people. Only when they're inside of her, though.
You just got to be able to take a little bit of abuse, I suppose.
Oh, a lot of abuse. Don't say little. God damn.
Trying to be modest. Come on.
People know that there would be
call the
absolutely
police
no
and get
time
yourself
for me
arrested.
to actually be Fatty Gold because I'm constantly
Fatty
on
Gold.
this channel or on Twitter. So
Sinister Porpoise, $2. Shanny's insurance off the pays for the gym membership.
Really?
Oh, that is a fat tax. Actually, no. Our fucking tax dollars went to her fucking insurance, which is bullshit because they're not married for the reason for her to get insurance because of like if they're not technically married, then Reb's mom's money, not Reb's money, because that's not your goddamn money, doesn't go like affect her income status. So now she gets free health insurance, but then we'll vote for people like Donald Trump and pieces of shit who will not even try to give us health insurance.
Girl.
Fuck this bitch. Also, you didn't vote for Obama. You registered to vote in 2004. Obama didn't run in 2004, and you didn't vote again since 2016. Eat a gaggle of dicks.
You lie.
We can research that. It's not hard. You didn't vote for him because he was black. Let's all be honest.
Yeah, she didn't know it was public record, apparently. You fucking
Not
idiot.
at all. What you actually voted for is not public record, but if you actually voted, is public record.
It is true.
So I always go to. I got to get a shout out to Burnt Toast, who's going to be going talking to Vaughn.
Yeah, she did that research.
Yeah, she did that research, but she also like anytime I can go up to her and be like, "Do you remember this Shanny video?" And she pulls it up real quick for me. So this is one where she accused a Lyfeofafreespirit of sending people to come get her.
Oh no.
I put it.
When she tries to get like cute, it makes me want to gouge my own eyeballs out.
High pudding.
What is she on? She
Straight up.
looks high as fuck.
Where is she from originally?
Scranton, Pennsylvania, I think. No, wait.
No, that's Rev, I think.
That's Rev, I believe.
I think she's from somewhere like that. Like, I think she is from Pennsylvania.
Is she from North
Honestly,
Carolina?
if she was from Florida, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
I think she slept with some gross dudes from Florida. Does that count?
She got a Florida vibe.
There was also an Indian fellow who had his feather not dot. She still calls them Indians. And his dick was the size of a Pringles can.
Imagine that.
We found out about this when her wet-brained, I guess legally mentally challenged at the time, husband was going, yes, big penis.
Oh, she's from Minnesota.
Was Shanny.
Minnesota? God.
Minnesota.
I mean, they do make them kind of weird in Minnesota.
Yeah, but generally they're
Yeah.
nice.
Not the police.
Well, yeah, not the cops,
fair.
but fucking.
Yeah, the regular ones. They're the regular people there.
So she's spent
the ones that
most
make
of her
like an 18-layer dip.
She spent most of her childhood in North Carolina.
It's tangy if it has mayonnaise in it.
Oh my god.
I'm just thinking Minnesota. That's like the whitest of the whites.
Minnesota.
Oh, okay. So she only lived in Minnesota as an adult. She lived in North Carolina most of her life, but I think Connecticut.
Oh shit, she was near us for a while, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh god.
Ah.
That's gross.
You couldn't
I
hack
think-
it here. Let's chill out.
Is that why the lakes got deeper?
And browner.
Oh my god.
If she lifts up her under boob, you just see the grease run away.
Oh god.
Oh jeez.
It looks like BP oil had an oil spill or something.
Yeah, I mean, and like you're obviously supposed to shower before you go into something like that, but that was Shanny's shower. So
Hey, to be fair, she does dole out showers. Golden showers, to be precise. Hi, Rev.
Oh, I want
Folks.
die. I want die. I want die. I want die.
Hey, I had to watch that for money.
Yeah, I think I'm not attracted to women anymore, guys. I just.
You're using that word "woman" very, very loosely.
that's wrong.
The closest one to a woman in that
think-
fucking video was Rev.
I think.
Yeah.
Didn't I on a show call her a hose beast?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that was it. I think it was hose beast. Yeah, I think that's still appropriate.
Oh, play the video. We're taking too long. Okay.
Too long.
Lawn.
Lawn.
Turns out I'm on your queen's mind to the point where she has to take a little frickin' break. Oh, boo. Oh, she has to take a break. Probably she's afraid of getting in trouble with the police after they find out that she's being shit that just happened to me. Or I'd take a break too if I was her.
Shanny, I think your court date's on the 22nd.
She's talking about taking a break like her whole life isn't one giant fucking break. Bitch, what do you do?
Oh my god.
Shanny, I'm pretty sure your court date's on the 22nd, just so you don't forget. And Rev's on Tuesday. Don't forget about that either. You guys gotta make sure you get to there.
Very important date.
Very important date.
Is that
So,
for like assault or something?
Hers is for assault and also breaking probation, and I think it was for violating a court order to like stay separated from Rev. And Rev's is for attacking a police officer.
Oh my god.
That's
Good
some
times.
serious shit.
And that's because
he elbowed at him.
He did a hit and
they were
run.
trying to.
Yeah.
Well, no, he has that coming up too. Like he's dealing with both.
We'll get there. Yeah. We gotta cross that bridge when we come to it, guys.
Yeah, basically they tried to take her hose beast away from him, and then he freaked out.
Instead of celebrating like any normal human being.
Yeah.
I don't have to spend money anymore.
Dude, he could have left right there, went to Taco Bell, and got the Baja Blast he had been wanting for months.
Dude, the second she got in that, ambulance that first night because they couldn't fit her in a people car, I would have fucking, I would have gotten in the car and said, "See you, kids," and then fucking drove right back to Pennsylvania. Fuck Colorado, fuck all that bullshit. Good fucking luck, bitch. I'm gonna go fuck my robot fucking sex doll. Like, you had an easy out. Like, you don't even have to explain it. Just go, There's no way she's getting back there. She has no money.
Dude, it was such an easy out. Like, the outfielders were moving in. Like, come on, man.
like they pulled the goalie and you still missed.
So this is in her response because she's saying that Life of a Free Spirit had people come and attack her.
Shanny should be a goalie for women's hockey. She wouldn't even have to move; just sit her there.
Kitten. But yeah,
look, it's a kitty.
Yeah, this is where she lied on
Mountain Dew box or
Mountain Dew. What the? Yeah, this is where she tried to say that Life of a Free Spirit sent people to attack her because she said the N-word. Then we realized that she just went to jail. So
again.
Dude, I hope she, like, at the minute they're about to, like, arrest one of them, she just reaches into her pocket and grabs a handful of nutritional yeast, throws it in their eyes, and tries to make her escape. You know, the Shanny version of pocket sand. You know what I'm saying?
You know, if she goes downhill, she can gain some ground away from the cops.
Yeah.
I'll tell though, she's fucked. Or maybe the cops are fucked. If she gets too many steps up there and rolls back down, she's liable to kill some cops.
Oh my god.
Basically, you're the Blob.
Did break. See, the thing is, Life of the Free Spirit freaked out the way she did, and I find this hilarious. And where the hell is my
Wash your fucking hair.
Found this thing hilarious too.
How did your hair look more dirty than the Pirates of the Caribbean cast?
Everyone's like complaining, like, your hand's moving just fine. I'm like, this hand is not the problem. And they're like, for some reason, they think just because I'm in a sling, I broke my fucking arm. No. It's called radial palsy. Basically,
It's called you put it on and you're faking.
Yeah, and you were moving it like feverishly while you had it on.
How do you not have a wrist? Fuck.
We just need to like.
I didn't know there was a cankle for the wrist.
I still think if we zoom in far enough, we can honestly play, is this Weiser's neck or Shanny's wrist? Like, I really think...
Enhance. Enhance.
Giving it all I've got, Captain.
God, the fucking Star Trek Enterprise would still be fucking confused.
Alright, we're gonna go on with this shit. Yeah.
Hey, Faye family, it's Brother Mario. I pray you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to take a video to share with you some awesome news. Specifically,
And you stretch him out to the normal.
Viral.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Billy, I'm pretty sure he's already been stretched out.
Oh, this is the guy who turned blue that one time.
I was really hoping you were going to do it because I was like, here it is. And I was like, come on, Bran. And Bran's like, boom, smashing that ball in his face just like his boyfriend did.
Look, man, when you throw me an underhanded softball like that.
Do what?
Is this like new, or is this from before he went into rehab and all that?
No,
shit?
at post.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is after rehab. Yeah,
this is like a week or two ago.
Yeah, like so Mario's very recent on being gay, and so he didn't know that this color choice that he has behind him is not good. So he should use his new gayness.
Come out and say like, I'm.
No, of course not.
No.
This is the guy that one time we turned him blue because we decided he looked like one of the blue guys from Avatar.
Yeah.
And it actually made all that in the background.
Better.
Yeah. And then we played the Eiffel 65 song, I'm Blue.
Yep.
And then somehow we got, like, that stream got taken down for some reason, so I had to fight to get it back up. So I believe it was Mario. I think he got pissed because we made him blue. So I don't know.
Of all the things to be mad about.
Yeah.
Right?
Mario, you're a cokehead. Calm down.
Yeah, did you not catch the part where we were making fun of the blonde guy like 15 minutes before that? The fuck?
We said way more mean shit to him, but he can't find the fucking report button, so we're good.
God damn.
I want to apologize for all of our blind viewers.
And our deaf listeners.
Yes.
Hello? Do I need to change my wig?
In it, you can see that they're almost sold out of Bibles, and that's really cool. But on the flip
It's
side,
not.
They're using it as toilet paper.
They're using it as toilet paper now. They ran out of toilet paper.
Fuck you.
They give these fucking things away for free, Mario. Shut the fuck up. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's the best-selling book because, it's free. Like, go to any Barnes & Noble and try to get another free book. Good luck.
Yeah. I'm just happy people are buying books while they're all quarantined.
Yeah, I need a comedy.
Yeah, I bought the Andrew Seidel book of like why Christian nationalism isn't American.
Well, that's a lot better.
Oh, it's a really good book.
alcohol sales in this time of chaos and confusion
Are
and
super high.
difficulty
Shut the fuck up.
have also increased by 10 times on average. And well, that's concerning. So I wanted to talk about that in this video.
It's concerning because I can't have the leftovers.
Here today. Are you, in these times of difficulty and trouble, going to turn to the comfort that's found in the Word of God? Or
No.
will you be turning to destructive habits to find comfort?
Such as
alcohol,
cocaine.
drugs, whatever, to kind of cut the edge off and deal with what we're dealing with in the world.
You're speaking from experience, aren't you, Mario?
I mean, I personally would argue that cocaine is better for you than religion, but that's just my personal opinion.
I mean, yeah, because there's a chance that cocaine won't ruin your entire life, maybe.
I've met very few people in which that was the case. However, I have yet to meet a religious person that seems like they're fully happy. Like there's always a little bit of guilt over like any bit of happiness that they have, and it's
religious
sad.
people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
Whereas
sure.
like cokeheads don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's go ahead and get right into
as someone who was religious, like when I was younger, like the amount of guilt that you feel just for like thinking certain things is like it really fucking intense. So
apparently Trump's been fled to a bunker. Apparently protests are fucking ramping up at the White House again.
Nice.
I would pay any money to not be in the bunker with him.
Oh man,
dude, right? Well,
yeah, that's just all fucking Big Mac farts and like.
They better hope no one finds out where that bunker is, because one drop of like, if you like drop a bucket of. Okay, so this is some Minecraft crafting instructions, right?
Oh yeah, remember when Geek was the channel?
This is how you siege a villager's bunker in Minecraft. So what you do is you throw some bleach down the down a vent, right, and then pee into it. In
ammonia and bleach, you say?
Well, yeah, you know, because of all that chlorine gas you can make in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's a very new craftable object.
At your crafting table, no less.
He also did that in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you have to actually brew it, and then it's a very effective thing in Minecraft.
And it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It also worked on that show.
They're gonna have to fumigate that bunker when all this is over. I'm just saying, like they're never going to get the French fry smell out of there.
You know, for all Obama's flaws, he has never like had to been like fucking escorted to a bunker to get away from his people trying to like tell him he's a fuckwit. Like
I'm not a huge Obama fan, but that is true. I mean,
yeah, Obama never had to be like. Do you think? Oh my god. Okay. Do you think
dude, can you imagine Obama making that sound?
To the bunker, like in National Treasure 2. I hope it was Nick Cage. Am I the only person who's ever seen National Treasure 2? Because the answer is probably.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, it's a Nicolas Cage movie. I skipped it.
What? Did he steal the Declaration of
There's a
Independence?
scene where he like he's like, I'm gonna kidnap the president of the United States, and then takes him underground somewhere, and I'm like, that's what they did. Nicolas Cage.
No, Nicolas Cage has the inability of saying no to any movie. Like he literally said yes to a Tiger King movie.
Dude, he said yes to Left Behind.
Yeah, he got fucked out of money, so he needs that money. So he's like, just give me whatever.
Well, how fucked did you get out of money?
No, like the people that he got pretty bad. Like the people that was doing his taxes, I think like didn't and just stole a bunch of money from him, and he had to pay back taxes. He got really fucked.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you could sue the living piss out of them.
Dude, Mario's hand is morphing out of reality right now.
I think it wasn't enough.
Moonstruck?
What was it?
What?
Have you ever seen Moonstruck?
No.
That movie is literally it's not like the movie and the plot itself, it's the casting is the craziest shit. Because it's Cher acting, and Nicolas Cage is her love interest, and they definitely fuck in the movie. That blew my mind.
This sounds like
you lost me at Nicolas Cage and Cher.
Like,
I am not a boomer woman. I don't think Cher's that great.
Mandy's a good Nicolas Cage movie. If you guys haven't seen it,
it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I think she won an Oscar for it. It's a really, really good movie. Or did he win an Oscar for it? Someone won an Oscar for it. It's a very good movie, but it's just like it breaks your brain to see Cher with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I can see you're stooping that low. If you're trying to suggest a movie to me, I'm the type of guy that watched My Girl and rooted for the bees.
Oh my god. No, wait, I have a very similar story. So you know the movie Bridge to Terabithia?
Nope.
I'm aware of the book. I don't think I ever saw the movie.
Basically in the movie,
Someone from South Carolina says I'm aware of the book.
And then
Breaking stereotypes, Billy.
has a friend and they like have a crush on each other, and then there's like a rope swing over a river or like a canyon. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so the girl like gets on it, and then I think either the rope break, basically she dies. And everybody was like, oh my god, that's so sad, blah, blah, blah. But because the movie was starring Josh Hutcherson, who I had a huge crush on at the time, I was like, yes.
Fuck that bitch. Hope she dies in every universe. Fuck this bitch.
Okay, what's the next video after Mario?
Morphs out of reality, that is. Look at his hand. What the fuck?
Morons
Whoa!
Mandatory injections.
Imagine getting headbutted by this son of a bitch right here.
Oh,
a lot of head.
That's the point of all of this. It's all.
Like, I thought I had a big forehead.
Dude, Megamind with that ponytail is getting weird.
Really?
Now you may be thinking, what? How can something so dangerous be a distraction? There's only one real and important agenda behind all of this. And it's in the name already. CV is an anagram for carnivorous. They made up this name to make fun of you fucking ignorant slaves. Let's take a cow as an example. If you
Is he talking about COVID?
Yes.
I assume so.
Yeah, no, he's talking about COVID.
give it injections or any kind of medicine, is it gonna become unhealthy? Yes. Is it gonna die from it? No. If a cow is surrounded by EG, is it gonna get sicker? Of course. Is it gonna drop dead from it? No. If a cow doesn't get to eat grass, but gets a grain-fed diet instead, is it gonna get seriously sick and die prematurely? Of course. And that's exactly what's happening to humans right now with the creation of fake meat, except that it's way worse for us because it's
There's been like 4 people that have eaten that meat.
You almost like sound like you said fake mead, but
He's saying meat.
I know he's saying meat.
He's very into meat. I don't know if you know that.
He ate a squirrel at a vegan thing, like a raw squirrel.
Does rabies affect the hairline? Is that a thing?
Oh, no, here we go.
I don't know.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
Do you think this is his real voice? Like he just puts on a weird, like high-pitched voice?
Definitely.
No, that was you definitely paid something for that one. This is a call for anti-Semitism.
I don't know. Maybe he puts his balls in a vice grip while he does all of his videos. That's how he gets that anger out, you know?
I hope so.
Maybe that's something he's into as well as public shaming.
I'm not going to kink shame him putting his balls in a vice grip. Do it.
I mean, look at the Dorito right here. Why do you think it's crying and looking like it's seen some shit? Because it's seen him put his balls in the vice grip in every video. Oh, you motherfucker. Don't use footage from this movie.
What
this
is
a
this?
great movie. This is Halloween 3.
Ah.
Halloween's the lady from Activia, right?
Yeah, but this one was like an anthology story. It didn't have anything to do with the franchise as we know it.
Yeah, it went in a weird direction and then it came back. It was a good direction, but it just...
I liked it.
Yeah, this is Michael Myers, right? I'm getting the guy right. I'm trying not to be a dick right now.
That franchise, yes, but that character wasn't in this movie.
So it was a Michael Myers movie without Michael Myers?
Yeah. Well, the intent was that they were going to make them more of an an annual kind of like an anthology type thing where it'd be a different story based on Halloween every time. But yeah.
So
okay, I thought they all had Michael Myers in it. Okay.
They did, except for this one.
So apparently Anonymous...
I'm not a big fan of scary movies.
Yeah.
Anonymous apparently hacked Minneapolis police radios and were playing polka music and Biggie Smalls "Fuck the Police."
Yeah.
Wait, that's not Biggie Smalls. I'm reading
Yeah,
wrong.
they were blasting NWA.
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 Yeah. Well, my wife.
yeah,
I'm reading what my wife told me. So.
Oh, she's very white. But no, like they also released like the passwords and logins to like all their fucking email accounts.
Nice.
You know you're fucked when Anonymous comes after you.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Just wanted to update people on the goings on because it's every 5 minutes that more and more stuff's coming out. It's gone from 250 people at an event to 50 people. Now the White House saying, they're telling you to avoid gatherings of more than 10 people and to continue social distancing because they don't want us near one another.
Now they want to talk about social distancing.
Oh, dude. No. Right now, what we should all do is say thank you to whoever downloaded this video for picking a one about COVID and not about the current riots. So happy.
I just got a text message from my hometown, which I have not lived in like almost 7 years. That there's like an emergency lockdown or whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on where I used to live? Because there's not really any big cities there. But fuck it, let's go, baby.
Yeah. And I thought this was going to be something about lockdown, but no.
Apparently not.
We're seeing a lot of bizarre stuff go on. We're seeing the beginning has just started as far as curfews, right? Few states, New Jersey specifically started with the curfew in effect from 8 to 5. You're not allowed to leave unless it's what they deem essential situation, which means whatever they deem, which means what? You could say work, they could say no. You could say I got my sick mother, they could say no. I mean, they're in charge, right? And
they're not saying no to your sick mother. You did say no to her getting an abortion, but they should have said the other thing.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame this guy made it past 3. I'll say that.
If you're going to work, they'll let you go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just deem what is an essential business, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh yeah, if I wasn't asthmatic, I'd probably be going back to work tomorrow, but my boss's boss was like, no, you're going to continue to stay home. Because where I'm at in my state, they're doing like phases of...
Yeah, they're going through phase 1 tomorrow.
Right, yeah, that's what they're doing. But since I'm at risk, they're like, my boss's boss was like, no, you're going to stay home until phase 2-ish. So I might, since I'm I'm moving at the end of the month to a different state, I might never go back to work. I have to go to get my stuff, but because I didn't bring anything with me because I didn't think I was never coming back to work. So I didn't bring any of my work stuff with me, but I have to go and actually get all my belongings.
Me, I'm not a Bran.
Nice.
Yeah.
You work at a place that cares that you have asthma.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm I work for a nonprofit, and they're very very good about that stuff. So
that's good. At least somebody has it better than I do.
Yeah.
At least somebody somewhere does.
Yeah, our state just said fuck it and open up everything.
Yeah, our state doesn't give a flying fuck.
No.
Ours is doing the phases thing. They were initially going to include nail salons and hair salons in phase 1, but they moved it to phase 2. And I read a local article about people being mad about it, but the main word in that article that I really focused on was owners. Nothing about employees. The owners were real pissed about it getting pushed ahead.
Yeah. I think everything's open in our state except for certain entertainment venues.
Yeah.
So everything, I mean, it's still very heavily guarded, so to speak, but yeah, it's fucking insanity.
Yeah, our phase 1 is tomorrow. It starts opening back up for Delaware, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough because we got all those idiots coming down from Pennsylvania already. So, woohoo!
Yeah, when we opened up, we jumped. At least where I'm at, we jumped up again. So it was like, hey, you fucked us.
I mean, did they really think anything different was gonna fucking happen?
Yes, they did.
They probably did care too much.
Nobody's wearing masks at all. So it's like, we're all
here, like I went because I had to run some like actually super important errands that I had to like actually go out and do. So like we went out, but we had masks. Everybody had masks on, thankfully. Like that was nice. But like where I live, they have so many like really huge public health institutions that like basically literally where I work, like Dr. Fauci could come like walk to my work basically.
By the way, Fat Fotog in the chat, you're dead on when he says Myrtle Beach was full of disease anyways. You are correct, sir.
Yes.
Same with Florida.
I used to live there. I can confirm.
Oh, fuck you, Call for No Present. I got 2 more videos before we get to
Fuck him.
Is Myrtle Beach the one that had like the flesh-eating bacteria?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
and a shooting nightly on Ocean Boulevard. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I just kind of assumed that one.
So yeah, I got 2 more videos before we get to Billy's next topic. And by the way, the $10 FET is and it applies if you donate $10. Billy's got to watch the whole fucking thing, and I got him a very special one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and he's been dodging it for the last 2 weeks too. Let's just throw that in there as well.
Yes.
And this isn't some math exercise. This is about people. It's about making sure you don't have to cut those teachers and firefighters, police officers, and cut critical healthcare programs, or stop work on roads and bridges. So, what does the human?
He just let it one out.
So, it was it a fart? Let's roll it back.
Roll it back.
Was that a fart? I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm not Biden's biggest fan. But I'm not sold that if that was a fart, that was a shart. That was wet.
I think it was his frontal lobe collapsing, and because it was
it finished melting.
Like even Tom Wolf kind of like, hey,
yeah, like his face to me is what makes this more than like was this like a shift in furniture, you know, or whatever. Because I think Tom Wolf believes that Biden just sharted on national television.
Uh-oh.
So, what does the human cost of lack or stop work on roads and bridges? So, what does the human cost of lack of state and local fiscal relief?
I fucking love it.
It sounds pretty ripe toward the end of the sound.
And I love how he like while that sound is going on, he leaned back at the same time. It did have that sharp upturn at the end, like a fart can sometimes.
Here, we can do a poll in the chat. 1's for fart, 2 for something else.
Yes.
Basically, at the end of the day, Biden, you need to invest in one of these microphones because I've been farting all the time and it only picks up when I talk.
I've got the link still, Biden. If you want.
There's like $100, dude.
Yeah. You just work on your lighting issue.
Yeah.
I'm seeing ones. Apparently, we have one person in the chat that is so confident it was a fart. They have sent 3 ones thus far.
1's for fart, 2 for something else. And if you give a 2, you have to say what you think it was.
Billy Shart's on air, confirmed.
Oh, I don't shart. Like, if you see me disappear, I'm just in my, like, wherever they're digging a shit in my bathroom. That's
We've
really
been
weird.
asked for a replay.
All right.
Critical healthcare programs, or stop work on roads and bridges. So, what does the human cost?
You know what would be the best thing is? If he had a producer and the producer did it and just shut the fuck up during this whole entire thing. Just like, yeah, that was Biden. Definitely wasn't him. It wasn't me over here
Sounds
producing.
like it could potentially be the squeak of a leather chair.
First of all, where is the mic positioned? And also, like, I can't remember that, like, any time where I've heard, like, a real life fart that sounded like that. But it doesn't sound like a chamber. Like, I don't know what it is.
It sounds
that would
like
have to be,
furniture
like-
at the beginning, but at the end of the sound, I'm convinced. I think he leaned back, the chair made a sound, and he tried to do that to cover up the fart, but the squeak didn't last long enough. That's my working theory.
I can't tell where his microphone is. We can't see it. It's not on his lapel or anything like that.
Yeah.
It could just be a boom one.
That was like really loud and really like wet sounding. Like that sounded like a mouth, like when you do a mouth fart. You know what I mean?
That sounded like ass cheeks together with some definite fluid going on. If that is indeed a fart.
Yeah, it sounds more like a fart machine than an actual fart.
Right? Like one of those noise machines with all the different buttons, and one of them's a fart.
Or some asshole who got into Zoom for like a quick second and got the fart in, and then instantly got fucking booted. And that would also explain Tom Wolf's face.
It wouldn't be unheard of. My own town council got Zoom bombed by porn, so like.
Good.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's the first thing everyone does. They're like, oh, my town council's trying to talk to people.
Fuck that.
Debbie does Dallas. Here it is. What's up?
This is like the perfect time for another Max Headroom incident.
Right? Right?
That would be so iconic.
So I can solve the teenage pregnancy crisis in my town. I just get to their Zoom meeting and then put Shanny's videos up. No one's having sex for months.
Tom, man, like you got to work on your angle of the camera here. You look like you're like 4'2".
Hey, he does look right now. It looks like he's talking to his older brother, or like, or he kind of looks like Anakin about to fight Obi-Wan.
Or maybe it's Anakin about to fight those children, the younglings, if you will.
Oh, you flipped it.
I flipped the script.
I just hate the fact that fucking Anakin had to kill that fucking baby fucking Wookiee. Fuck.
Yeah, that's sad.
Why the baby Wookiee?
There's very few Wookiee fucking Jedi. Goddamn.
For real.
I think we see why now.
Yeah. Let's listen to this whole.
No, that was before that shit. Like even Yoda, when he saw him for the first time, like, oh, you're rare.
Racist.
Oh, basically, yeah.
All right, so 100-year-old woman. Yeah.
No, you're right.
How your dick
Holy fuck! That's like a day younger than where's SpongeBob selling her chocolate? Fuck!
I was surprised.
Did you hear what she said?
I think she's surprised to be alive.
I mean, same. That's a big move.
Listen to what she asks him.
No, you're right.
How your dick hanging?
She doesn't give a fuck. She's like, I'm about to die. Fuck it. Let's get some digging.
Well, I have noticed that like the older you get, like the less you give a fuck. So like, especially like you see it in old people all the fucking time. So I'm imagining when you get to be like that age, like all bets are off.
Fuck it, yeah.
It's one of the perks that comes with surviving that long, you know?
People just don't mind because you're that old. What the fuck are you gonna do to this person?
Yeah.
Like
It's like achievement unlocked, you know? Can talk shit now without repercussion, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, Grandpa, you shocking your great grandchildren. I want you to know that they don't shock right there. Oh, my great grand.
Can you answer this question for me? How does it feel to be 100?
I feel like a lemon no mint squares.
You feel like what?
A lemon no mint squares.
Okay. And how many more years? You want another 100, right?
Oh yeah, I want 100 and 100.
So what are you doing to celebrate your birthday?
Huh?
What you doing to celebrate your birthday?
Give me a piece of dick.
I know.
Fuck yeah, old lady.
Well, she is 100. Yeah. She deserves it. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think if he's a good patriot, he should dick the old lady down. That's what I say.
Oh my god.
Give it to her.
Pulling the hips apart.
Shit.
We're gonna test out those new knees, Grandma.
She got them bionic fuckers.
Fucking Jack sneeze. Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna put Billy to the test.
Speaking of which, everyone watch State's Force on Netflix. It's
Is Billy gonna be the one on screen?
Oh, shit. Nope.
Nope.
It is not.
Things were going too swimmingly thus far.
Wait. What was Bran not salted in it?
No, Bran.
No, I'm trying to save a little time. I know we gotta try to end it on time as best as possible tonight.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Look at you being fucking cordial.
Responsible.
Oh fuck me. Is it a $10 thing in effect? What's going on? What's going on? Why is there a seizure on my screen? This guy ran our channel for 30 minutes and wasn't the crazy person. That happened.
Yes. The metamorphosis is complete.
Yeah, this is the unsuccessful Onision. I know he's gonna be so pissed when he hears me say that. That's great.
Hello, dear. Would you like a Fanta?
It's not. You couldn't even afford a new Fanta. Okay, I'm out. Next topic. Fuck. After he's offering people Fantas and he won't even buy like a $1 fucking drink.
What?
Just refill that motherfucker.
What
You know?
was I just subjected to?
This part's
I think we were just watching the amazing bulk.
This part is actually kind of funny. Like, this is when we told him he wasn't the cringiest person, and then he just had a cringy breakdown.
All y'all! All y'all! Wolf speed don't rainbow read me, nigga!
So yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know what the fuck he's. Yeah.
So this guy actually was hosting our channel for a little bit, for one episode, and he was not the crazy person actually. Suplex.
Blame Grampy.
Yeah, Grampy was in a room with Suplex City and this guy, and dipped in like 5 minutes.
What the fuck, Grampy?
Is Suplex City still making shit or no?
Yeah, he is.
He was in the chat at the beginning of the show. Actually,
something. Billy's a bitch. Something. Billy's running.
Might have left because we didn't acknowledge him.
Okay.
No, he said he had to go live.
He's my Jeff. Okay.
Hey, Billy, we don't bring up Jeff on the show.
See?
Don't do it. I have a legitimate reason to dislike Jeff. He should have never been granted the gift of life. He's an abhorrent human being. And
I think the same thing, but I think about it of like, Suplex's mom and dad, as they call each other, brother and sister. I wish they weren't born.
Come on, man. Suplex, he's wholesome.
He's
I don't know
not.
what you're talking about, man. He's very wholesome.
He has ups and downs at the same time.
Oh Lord.
You did say we weren't edgy earlier.
No, not us.
Damn. That's all the videos I got. By the way, that is James, the guy we promoted not too long ago. Check him out because he had a breakdown and it was fun.
Or don't. This shit's awful.
The choice is up to you.
It's not. Just don't do it.
Damn.
I mean, promoting.
Oh, I think we've done a good enough job of promoting James when we just like every time we promote one of his videos, we just trash him for 15 minutes. And then at the end of it, we're like, yeah, go check out his channel.
It's usually how we do it.
I give the devil's advocate opinion on it. Or what I like to call the correct opinion.
The correct opinion. There you go again.
Oh, shit.
For reasonable reasons.
Totally, man.
Oh shit!
Hey, quick, debate me on the definition of atheism.
Oh my god.
Oh
For
yeah,
2 years.
It's important.
That's how you can get him to block you.
Black that's right against me. Ah! Or that's what I'm assuming that goes on in his head.
I'll have none of this.
Bosh. There's some excellent content for your next Billy is Racist.
Oh damn it! So
it's not like I'm listening to past shows and writing down timestamps under the names of videos currently while I'm at work, Billy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh shit!
Dude, this one's gonna be like a full episode, like.
Phoenix, show out your stuff again.
Oh, show my stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, follow me on Twitter and Periscope. It's at Phoenix Rose. I'll put it in the chat and then subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel.
It's also in the description. I put it in there.
Thank you.
So yeah. But yeah, make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe to my channel that I upload mostly random cat videos to. And if you want to see me bully people, follow me on Twitter. It's a good time.
Fuck yeah. Bran, you want to do our usual?
Sure. So yeah, like the video up. Why the fuck wouldn't you? Subscribe and turn on notifications if that's something you haven't already done. Because why the fuck would you want to miss something as just purely amazing as what you've seen this evening? And yeah, if you want to support us, we definitely appreciate all the super chats and Streamlabs we got this evening. But if you'd like to support us, there are several ways to do so, all linked down below in the description section. Also, some social media links if you want to follow us. So yeah, it's all down there. Join the channel, Patreon, all that. We appreciate it. Thank you to the panel. Thank you to our guest. And you know what, Billy? I'm not even going to say. I'm not going to do it.
Dysfunction is mostly due to how his wife looks.
Black people do coke.
There we go.